Hello and welcome to this Python tutorial. So in the previous tutorials, we did our first 3 steps in our hierarchical clustering journey. First step was to import our dataset and prepare our data X that contains the 2 columns we are interested in, the annual income and the spending score. Then second step, we used the dangerogram to find the optimal number of clusters. And by doing that, we found 5 clusters. And then in the third step, we fitted our hierarchical clustering algorithm to our dataset by using the agglomerative clustering class with the parameters number of clusters equals 5, a Euclidean distance, and a word linkage. And then we fitted this prepared agglomerative clustering algorithm to our data X by using the fitPredict method that not only fits the agglomerative clustering to our data X, but also creates the vector of clusters that returns for each customer which cluster the customer belongs to. Okay, so by doing those 3 steps, we did our job. We fitted correctly the hierarchical clustering algorithm to our data X. And now, time for a little fun. Let's visualize all our results and especially the clusters of customers. You know, it's like a movie director who just finished making his movie, and after he did his great job, he's going to watch the premiere. Well, it's the same for us here. We did a great job fitting the hierarchical clustering to our dataset, and now we're going to watch the premiere of hierarchical clustering results. Okay, so let's introduce a new section here, visualizing the clusters. And actually the code that we're going to put here in this new step is the exact same code as we used in the k-means step for visualizing the clusters. So let's be efficient. Let's not retype the whole code for this section, and let's go to File Explorer to take our k-means Python code. So we need to click on this up arrow here to go to the previous folder. Then we open our k-means section folder here, and then we double click on this Python file here, which is the Python code that we used when we implemented k-means on Python. And here, let's just copy the last section visualizing the clusters, and let's go back to our Python file for hierarchical clustering, and let's paste it here. And you're going to see immediately that we only have to replace one tiny little thing. Can you guess what it is? Okay, so let's go back to our k-means Python file. As you can see in the step fitting k-means to the mol dataset, here we use the k-means class to prepare our k-means algorithm, and then we use the fitPredict method to fit the k-means algorithm to our data X and create the vector of clusters y k-means. And then in the last step, visualizing the clusters, you can see that we use this vector of cluster y k-means here in each of the plot scatter that plots the different clusters. So let's go back to our hierarchical clustering Python file. And as you can see in the fitting hierarchical clustering to the mol dataset step, it's exactly the same as in k-means. The only difference is that we call our vector of clusters yhc instead of y k-means. So in this last step visualizing the clusters here, the only thing that we have to do is replace y k-means by yhc. And that's because we took exactly the same approach with the exact same code structure in both k-means and hierarchical clustering. Okay, so let's do this. Let's replace y k-means by yhc. Okay, so I'm going to do it quickly. We press Command and Control plus R, and here we replace y k-means by yhc. And what we also need to do is to remove this line that was used to plot the cluster centroids in the k-means algorithm. So here we won't need it for hierarchical clustering, so let's get rid of it. Alright, and now all we have to do left is select this code section here and press Command and Control plus Enter to execute it and start watching the premiere. So that's the end of this tutorial. I will let you enjoy the premiere, and in the next tutorial we will be doing our analysis of the clustering results, and I will explain how you can reuse this code for your business problem. So now I'm going to press Command plus Enter to execute, and enjoy the show.